How good is it to be back though? Do you miss football over the summer when it's not on?
Yeah, definitely, man. It's a good buzz. You go to the football, everyone's there, everyone's supporting, everyone's together, and I've missed it. It gives you something to do on the weekends as well, so I've actually missed it.
And we've seen today that they've announced last night they announced the new stadium plans. It looks clean. It looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's massive, folks. It's massive for the city. 16,000 people, I think it is, so it is big. Finally, we've got the approval, which is good. It's been a long time coming.
And tell us a little bit about your involvement with Oxford. We've seen you kind of head up the Run Club. What you still involved with the club and doing some stuff with them?
Yeah, still involved with them, still obviously supporting Oxford. They support me with my boxing career. So I think it's just nice that we stick together. We're all from this city, and it's important to just help each other. We're different sports, but yeah, we support each other. And I follow all the games. They follow my boxing. The run clubs are good as well. You should come along to one of them.
No, do you know I'm actually working on my running. I've got a half marathon coming up in September, so
Yeah,
I'm slowly working up. I haven't got above 15K yet, so it's yeah,
that's
running's good,
nice.
man. I like it.
Nah, fair play to you. Yeah, the run clubs are just 5K, but yeah, that'll be a little blitz for you. That'll be easy for you.
Tell us a little bit about how do you reflect on the Cameron Vuong fight, first professional defeat for you. It was a whole thing. It rambled on for so long. I'm sure you were kind of tired of hearing his name and seeing him for over, two fight cancellations, finally getting it on. Just tell us how you kind of reflect on that whole experience.
I think it was definitely frustrating that the fight didn't happen when it was initially meant to happen because I think I was in a better position right then because obviously I didn't have the knee injury and the surgery and stuff and Cameron hadn't been through them 10 round fights as well at that point. He obviously had the fight with Gavin Gwynn, with Jeff Ofori whilst I was injured. So I think I would have been in a much better position if it had happened there and then when it was meant to happen. I think it would have been a different story. But yeah, obviously we can't make no excuses. We still decided to take the fight, and it was a fight that I believed I could have won. I just think even in the fight, it was even when the fight got stopped. I think it was level on the scorecards, even with Tony Bellew at the fight level. But I just think I was making just too many mistakes and just being too wild with certain things, and I think that I probably let the whole occasion of disliking Cameron get to me a bit too much, even though I thought I didn't. When I was in that fight, I was thinking I just want to take this guy's head off. So I learned a lot from that experience, and I've had to make some changes now with my team moving forward in terms of management. I want to be able to just focus totally on boxing and training, not have to worry about what's going on outside the ring because that takes a lot out of you leading up to a fight. So I'm now working with SJAM going forward, and I've changed trainers. Buddy McGirt now, who I'm working with, who's very experienced, and just gotta keep on improving.
Tell us a little bit about Buddy that you've teamed up with Dillian White's coach. You said you've been traveling a bit more. You were down in Portsmouth. You trained in Sheffield before. Tell us about this chapter and why Buddy was the right choice for you.
I just think that Buddy, with the experience that he's got, and he's a former two-time world champion himself, and he's created so many world champions, and just how old school he is. There's not many guys left like Buddy, so it is actually a privilege the fact that I'm even training with him. He's an older guy, old school guy with so much experience, and I think that's what I need in my corner going into these big fights. You need experience in your corner. When you're making silly mistakes, you need to be told not to be doing that. You need someone that's been there and done it. So I think that was a big decision in training with Buddy. And yeah, he's been there and done it. And the one thing I love about Buddy is that when you're training with him, he doesn't let you throw anything incorrect. If you're throwing a jab and it's not perfect, he'll keep making you do that same thing until you get it right. And that's what I need. I think back to basics, the old school kind of way, and that's what I needed.
This newfound partnership will be, tested for the first time when you step into the ring at York Hall, 26th of September. Any word on who you'll be fighting yet? What kind of opponent you'll be fighting?
I was just speaking to my team now actually, and we're looking into opponent. I don't want just like some journeyman. I want someone that's half decent coming to win and stuff. I think that's what I need. So yeah, we should get an opponent confirmed within like the next week, I would say.
Nice. And I mean, what are we looking at? Super featherweight? Are you staying at super feather?
Yeah, super feather. Yeah, so 135. That was only for the Cameron fight. Whether I won or lost, I was still coming back down to super feather because I made that weight way too easy, and I
Mm.
think you could see that Cameron in the ring naturally was a lot bigger than me. So yeah, that back down to super feather 130.
Nice. And I know that just out of interest, I know Mace Rueg's fighting on that card, isn't he? Is that someone that you potentially like to fight? I know he's around around super featherweight. Is that someone you'd be open to potentially fighting?
Potentially, yeah. Anyone really. I think I just need to get in the ring, get a win, get a performance in, get a fight with my new coach Buddy. Because yeah, like jumping into big fights as well. Not like my last fight, for example. I was training in Portsmouth. That was my first fight with my coach, who was a great coach. He did a good job. But going into a big fight, the first time working with the coach, you kind of need to gel and stuff as well. And so that's why I think with me and Buddy now, we need to get at least one or two fights in building, and then we can start looking in which direction we're going to go and start planning how we're going to get up there and get to the top. That's what we need to be doing, is planning instead of just doing random fights, random things like the Cameron fight. It became a big fight, and it's a fight that I had to do because so many people were interested. I myself, I wanted to do that fight. I couldn't look back at my career saying that we'd never boxed, but really, it didn't really do much for me. Even if I won, it was just a win, and I was going to go back down in weight anyway. So yeah, it's about planning now and moving forward correctly.
What do you want to show people on the 26th of September? What do you guys want to show people in terms of when you're back out there?
I just need to show improvements and just show a little bit, even if I can show a little bit of what I've been working on. Each time I step in the ring, you'll see big improvements. So that's what I need to be doing.
Yeah, and I mean, away from obviously your action in the ring, Dillian White, someone you've been spending time with in camp, he's got a big fight this weekend. Moses Atama tomorrow in Saudi Arabia. What's Dillian been like? What have you kind of seen and witnessed from these kind of final stages of his training camp for this big fight?
Yeah, Dillian's been looking very good. He's been in camp for a long time because he was meant to fight a couple months ago. Don't know if you knew, but he was meant to fight and then the opponent couldn't get confirmed on like fight week. So he was already in shape a few months ago. And I was in Portugal then in camp with him. But yeah, he's been looking good, man. He's been training hard, working hard. And I think this is probably the best shape that Dillian's been in. And I think it's quite disrespectful that people are writing him off so bad because if anything, people will say I'm mad, but I think that Dillian's actually the favourite. He's the experienced one who's actually fought at world level and beat a lot of these guys. So I know Moses is very, very good, but we've not actually seen him against an opponent of this level. So it'll be interesting.
How do you see it going?
I'm gonna be biased, but personally, I see Dillian if he can stick to what he needs to be doing and doesn't get caught with no silly shots early on. I feel that Dillian can break him down and can beat him in the later rounds.
And just finally, Jordan, what's the rebuild for you? Where do you want to kind of get to? And I know you said that you guys will kind of work together and try and find that journey, but in your mind, where do you want to get to kind of longer term across the next few years in your boxing career?
The goal is never changed. I need to be a world champion. That's obviously why I've started boxing, and I need to aim for that and achieve that. So that's the long-term goal. But yeah, now it's about building, targeting the right fights, making the right steps, and climbing that ladder and getting there, picking up some belts and getting there.
Nice, man. Well, thanks for your time and, best of luck in your next fight and look forward to seeing where you go.
Appreciate it, mate. Thank you.